Hello, today I'm going to describe unpacking my standard. Standard 4-ESS3-1 Earth and Human Activity obtain and combine information to describe the energy fields that derive from natural resources and their use affect the environment. Where the standard come from is come from the next generation science. I chose the next generation science due to I'm not currently teaching. So that's why the teacher suggests me to use the next generation science, and which has standards from grade 1 through 12. Since I'm going to teach 4th grade students, that's why I chose the next generation science. I chose the standard because there are 3 options, and heredity, inheritance, and variations of traits, and matter and its interactions. I chose the 3rd options, Earth and human activity, because I'm more interested in this current environment related to the energy resources that we use today and the cause and effect of this both energy resources and the environment. That's why I chose, since I'm not teaching, this will be my first unit. How to unpack a standard? First, identify scale verbs and big nouns. And scale verbs should be obtained and combined. And big nouns should be the next to scale verbs information. And the rest of the sentence will be the context right after the big noun. Describe the energy and fields that derive from natural resources and their use affect the environment. What are the big ideas in the standard? Energy resources, fields, environment. So which means students need to search and identify the natural resource space and energy and find the cause and effect of the energy to the environment. So what are the skills students should develop? First, discover the types of energy resource. Second, discover the types of fields. Third, identify one natural resource we have in this country. 4, classify 2 types of energies, renewable and non-renewable energy. 5, identify each type of energy resource's impact on the environment in Earth. 6, present the collected data to types of energy that causes impact on our environment. For the activity to the standard, first activity will be reading activity. As a heterogeneous grouping, each student is assigned to read context related to the energy resources, and individual has to take a turn to read the sentence out loud. So the teacher will check on the pronunciation and attention to the reading. So I'll review the content vocabularies, like the main key vocabularies, and below here. And by using a graphic organizer, they'll classify renewable resources versus non-renewable resources. All the fields and natural resources are divided into renewable resources versus non-renewable resources. That's why I use a graphic organizers for the reading. And I will check students and will give an assessment to check the final understanding. For the activity 2 will be the final activity. Should be for science board poster project is one of the last activity on our unit, and based on the reading activities of the comparison between renewable energy and non-renewable energy, students will be assigned as a heterogeneous group and be on a project called Science Board Project. So which they need to identify which one of the energy resources cause a positive impact on the environment. So before the project begins, students brainstorm the list. And the second teacher will guide students to the library, and they need to find the resources. And to continue the science board poster project, teacher will help learners by handing them easier reading passage, and the project will take about 2 weeks to finish. And students will, in a group, make a poster board describing their own energy resources and impact on the environment. The project will be evaluated with rubrics, and students will rotate on grading other groups' board project as well. For the activity 3, the word search activity, and to familiarize or review the terms, students will be doing word search activity with a countdown for the competition. So how we assess students' mastery of the standard and monitor progress towards mastery? The first assessment each week, objectives taught to students, and teacher will assess students on the objective at the end of the week with pre-formative and summative assessments. And based on the results, I use tier instructions to guide low learners or ELO students with special needs. Monitoring. So if students with different levels, they are divided into 3 groups for doing their activities. So I'll use tier instructions for those students. And there are some mixed groups, heterogeneous grouping are needed for reading, activity, and projects so that different learners will learn and support each other. ELO and special needs students, they are provided with the levels of assessment, activity with instructions with translation included. For students with special needs, time adjustment is necessary and listening-based or observation-based activities are required for those students. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and I hope these information will be helpful to you. Thank you.